you haven't seen any of the recent Piers Morgan clips regarding Beyonce and her. I don't know if this was. I think this was a Levi ad that she did where she was wearing jeans and she had like the blonde hair. Did you see any of those clips yet?
I didn't see. I saw the picture, but I didn't see no clips. I just know the ad exists. That's it.
Gotcha. Perfect. So for some reason, I don't know. Like you guys saw me talk about the whole Sydney Sweeney American Eagle shit. It seems like Piers is doing his best to like. I don't even know how I can like properly explain it because he's basically saying, or he did say it, that Beyonce is appropriating white culture because she's trying to look like Dolly Parton. Like like, do you understand what I'm trying to say, Logix? Like it's like he's grasping for straws for whatever the reason, just because people had an issue with the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad.
Yeah. First of all, was my gain too high? Like, how do I sound right now? How do I sound?
You sound fine. You straight. Yeah, you sound good.
Okay, it was higher before. I think it was too loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I gotta see what he says because Piers. I'm so torn with Piers because it'd be like sometimes I'm like, okay, does he really believe what he's saying, or is this just all to get a conversation going? So fuck you, Nicole. But yeah, so I just don't know if he's serious. That's it.
I hear you. So all right, I guess we'll just go ahead and watch it first. So this is like just one part of this 50-minute video, so it's not gonna be that long.
Let's have a look at it first and then respond.
Whatever.
My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her jeans.
Oh, now I love her ad. Is that right? Is Sydney Sweeney? You'd be surprised at how many people are Republicans.
How much money? Wait?
Bro, he sounds like he's losing his mind. What the fuck was that?
How much money you want to bet that he doesn't even know who the hell Sydney Sweeney is?
Not at all, bro. He just saw a beautiful white woman and just was like, oh yeah. Like, no, bro. He don't know who Sydney is at all. Shit, I barely know her.
Right. I only know her because of Euphoria. Like my wife and I used to watch it.
I thought look how much I know. I thought she was from fucking Stranger Things.
No, she was never in Stranger Things.
I don't watch either one of those shows, so I didn't know.
Ooh, chat. You know what Logix saying? He said all women look alike, all white women look alike. Ooh.
No, I didn't know.
I'm telling.
All
right, let me play.
All right.
That's what I wouldn't have known, but I'm glad you told me that. If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic.
Wow.
He is fucking.
Okay, I agree. That was Trump responding. Responding to it. Obviously, his view was determined by whether she supported him or not. But were you genuinely offended by the Good Jeans ad?
I wasn't offended. I just thought it was tacky. And I think what's funny here is that it's become politicized in such a way. I thought it was tacky because I thought the pun on it was tacky. The jeans and jeans, I just thought they knew what they were doing when they did the ad. It's doing exactly what you all wanted to do, which is to make it this major culture war. Now the president's weighing in on this, and we're not talking about jobs. We're not talking about what's going on with the economy.
But it only becomes a culture war, Ernest. Ernest. It only becomes a culture war if people like you get upset by it, because obviously it was a very easy pun to make. She was in good jeans. She's got good genes. She's a hot blonde. Who cares, right? But the moment people like you go, well, it was tacky, everyone...
Logix, let me ask you a question. Could you even say, could you agree that it could be perceived as a little bit tacky? Not even if you agree with it, just like you can understand how some people would see it to be tacky.
Tacky is not the word for me.
Me either.
Yes, I get like even what Mark Lamont Hill was saying is kind of like, it might give off a wrong vibe, but tacky isn't the word I use. I actually like the pun. I like the play on the words. That's all I was struggling with, was like the fact that it was actually clever in my opinion. Jeans, J-G. I think it was clever because she's pretty. But then, I heard like, you saying this white woman with this white woman with blonde hair is good genes, and Piers was like, I have good genes. So he was like, okay, so what's bad genes? He was like, well, nobody's. It's like, okay, well then what's the point of saying good genes if nobody has bad ones? You know, so it is kind of like depending on the person's lens, they could look at it a different way.
Right. So just like you, I was pretty indifferent about it too, because like I said in my video, I also thought it was like a decent play on words. I was like, oh, that's kind of a bar. Good genes, like you said.
Yeah.
Tacky isn't necessarily the word that I would use either, but I was pretty indifferent because when I first saw the commercial, I was like, that's kind of weird, because like you say, if you present yourself and you say, oh, I have good genes, that implies that there are bad genes out there. So like,
exactly.
While I don't necessarily agree per se, I understand why the conversation of eugenics even popped up. But that's
I don't. Yeah, I never mind. I'm gonna say what.
You good?
This ain't my channel.
No, bro, say it. You straight?
Nah, it's okay. It's
are you?
It's not.
Are you sure?
It's seriously. It doesn't change the trajectory of this conversation.
Okay,
it's
fair.
not necessary.
All right. Okay, let's play this.
One goes, well, here they go again.
No, it's people like you who have the show. It's people like you.
Hang on one second, Mike. Speak individually.
It's people like you, it's people like Tommy Lauren, the conservatives, that every time you see liberal people just share their disgust.
I'm not conservative, Ernest.
Is he not? Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is fucking news to me. Since when is Piers Morgan not conservative? He literally aligns with almost everything and anything Donald Trump says or that comes out of his ass. What are you talking about?
Perfect description. So first of all, Piers likes to pretend that he's like a quote unquote traditional liberal. That's what he says. He says he's a traditional liberal, but he thinks he wants to pretend like the extreme left is the normal people on the left that's liberal.
Oh my gosh, yo, I hate that so much. I literally just had a conversation with my wife about that last night, bro. I said, because we saw one of those extreme people talk about the Sydney Sweeney ad, and I said, this annoys me because people are going to take this clip and she's going to be the goddamn spokesperson of everybody on the goddamn left. And that's not true. It's a small minority of the person that people are envisioning when they say the left. Like, it's a weird small minority.
Yeah, so Piers pretends like he's the normal left, even though you can't be on the left and support Donald Trump. It's just no way.
No way.
The way he sucks the tip is just like nobody else could do that besides MAGA. Like nobody has it down packed the way Piers and a lot of people on the right does.
Right. And also, why doesn't he have the balls to just say, yeah, I'm conservative, so the fuck what? Like, I don't.
Yeah, and notice that. Watch, you're going to see whenever somebody that's right-leaning speaks, Piers is not going to interrupt once. He keeps cutting this man off every time he says something.
Yep.
He will not let him finish. And like, I watched one video, it wasn't related to this topic, but he did not let the people that was left-leaning speak at any fucking point. He would not let them get their full thought out. And he going to let anybody on the right just finish everything they got to say.
Fucking annoying, man. But with that in mind, you cannot, and he has to know that he's doing it. He has to know. There's no way.
Yeah,
because if you,
it's crazy because I consider myself a hate watcher at this point because I be pissed. I just can't. So I don't fully enjoy it.
Right. So my thing is, if you want other people to perceive you as being like impartial to either party, then wouldn't you do your best to show like some sort of like neutrality?
Yeah, he's trying. I will say he's trying to, because what Trump is doing is so egregious. He's been trying to like seem bipartisan, but it's still not the same. It's not a balance. It's not a balance like you said, like you asking. It's just not at all. It doesn't outweigh.
Fucking annoying. All right, let's continue.
How did we describe yourself?
You are misidentifying me, which in your world is a crime.
See, you don't play
you call me extra
not as a conservative. You are mispolitically gendering me. You are
mispolitically gendering me? That's not even a thing.
This is where he's full of shit. This is where you're full of shit. You're wasting time with this stupid ass joke, bro. Stop. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Everybody knows you cater to the right. So stop pretending.
What the? That's what I'm saying. And like, he's literally making this joke for the conservatives on this panel. Like, he wants Andrew Wilson to top him off. Like, this is quite obvious.
The smirk,
Yeah.
The smirk before the suck.
Right. The smirk before the suck is crazy. Whoa. All right.
Politically, I want an apology. I want an apology for you politically gendering me. Now, I
Say I'm
apologize.
sorry.
You called me a conservative. I'm not.
What are
Ernest?
you?
Are you
I asked you, what are
apologizing?
you? I can't apologize for what I don't know what you are.
I tell you what I am.
Excuse me, last time I checked, he was a black
a-
lesbian.
I will
Oh
respond.
my God.
I am
Exactly.
a pissed off liberal who has nothing in common with the woke world. Nothing. So therefore, I can no longer identify as a liberal because you guys have hijacked it and made it.
I'm so sick of the bastardization of that word, bro. Woke.
Yeah, bro. You know he has a book coming out called Woke is Dead,
Shut
right?
the fuck up. You are lying.
I'm dead ass. He has a book coming out called Woke is Dead. Like, he thinks he's the person to speak on this topic.
What?
Like, it almost makes me want to throw up because who the fuck are you? First of all, you're not American. This is a term that started off and I'll give him credit. He fully recognizes where their words started. But I feel like if you know where it started and you continue to bastardize it the way you do, you don't give a fuck.
You don't.
Like,
you
you're
don't.
just grifting off of the climate right now. I feel like whatever the fuck he's talking about, which I just think is considered the extreme left. I would say the extreme left is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Woke is nothing of what y'all try to make it to be, and that shit annoys the fuck out of me.
Yep. I couldn't agree more. It is fucking annoying, man. Every time I hear it, I just cringe. But
yeah,
whatever. Okay.
Sound like a bunch of lunatics.
Well, what's crazy is you put the woke title on me, and I haven't identified that, and you've been doing that forever. You never
True.
actually, you just assume
No,
for
very
various
true.
reasons. I'm not going to tell you
Well,
why
if
you
it
make
walks
those
like a duck and it quacks like a duck.
What the fuck? That logic could literally be applied to Piers. If it walks like a duck, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Well, I would say the same
It's a
thing.
duck.
Wow.
Acting like a
There you
mega
go.
But here's my question.
But
Here's my question.
I guess
Here's my
I'm
question,
wrong.
Ernest.
Sorry,
Ernest.
Matt.
I just want you to
Ernest,
notice
here's
too,
my question.
Pierce's
Ernest.
tail.
Uh-huh.
Pause it. Pierce's tail is when he rubs his nose.
Oh, really?
Yes, he has a tail, and I just peeped it. He keeps doing it. When he knows he's full of shit, he rubs his nose. If you go back like 10 seconds, you see when he starts doing some bullshit, he rubs his nose.
You watch way too much Piers.
Well, I would say
Yeah, bro.
that
It caught me for real. He did like 2 times in this video, and now I'm like, yeah, that's when he's full of shit.
I
Yeah.
have to see
like a mega supporter.
But here's my question. Here's my question.
But I guess
Here's my
I'm wrong.
question, Ernest.
Sorry,
Ernest.
Matt. Liberal.
Ernest, here's my question. Ernest, here's my question. I'm prepared to put aside your mispolitical gendering of me. I just want to show you a picture of Beyonce in a brand new Levi's ad. Let's take a look.
I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
Now,
so this
I
is
presume,
new. I
Ernest,
thought
you
it was old.
No, this is new.
Oh, okay. I thought it was old.
No,
Okay.
this is new. And yeah, this picture is just very, very normal, very tame. Let's see what Piers says.
Okay.
share my view that this is a disgraceful, culturally appropriating moment where she is hijacking Marilyn Monroe in a disgraceful manner. In fact, borderline racist and possibly akin to the Nazis. Would you agree?
Okay, so
Oh
okay.
my god, bro!
Okay, so-
Oh my fucking god, bro! I want to go on this show so fucking bad. Like,
Okay.
oh my god, I'm finna get a headache.
So okay, so that comment right there, that lets me he's being facetious, obviously.
Yes.
Obviously,
yes, but,
he's trying to like poke fun at everybody. But to even try to start this conversation, it's also fucking annoying because people will hear this conversation and take it seriously.
Exactly. That's the problem. His audience is so fucking big, and it's like, bro, you know that you're full of shit right now. And even if you wanted to get your quote unquote lick back for the backlash that you claim has happened to Sydney Sweeney, which really don't exist on the left for real.
It doesn't. Thank
even
you.
if that's your lick back, what you just said makes absolutely no sense. It's not even what the conversation was about the Sydney Sweeney ad. It's not even equivalent
At all. It doesn't, and also that lets me know that he really still doesn't understand the backlash. He still doesn't understand the conversation behind the backlash because all he's seeing is a picture. The issue wasn't the goddamn picture. It wasn't the fact that it was just a white woman. A blonde white woman posing in jeans. That's not the fucking point. It's what it's the dialogue that went along with it, stupid. Right. So,
and whether you agree or disagree, it's not about the picture.
Exactly. And I'm sorry, blonde hair is not that's not culture necessarily. This is not culture appropriation.
And I do agree. I feel like this is Marilyn Monroe reminiscent. Like I think that, but Beyonce's been wearing blonde since Beyonce.
Yeah, she has for a very fucking long time. And I'm sorry. Look, this may be some bias, maybe not, because I'm not even a Beyonce fan. But I like this picture way more than them goddamn Sydney Sweeney pictures. Let me just say that.
Fair. Yeah, fair. I'm not a big Beyonce person either. But this is nice. It's nice.
Yeah, I thought it's tame. It's not cringy, because that's also one thing that my wife and I talked about as well. Is just like she was trying too hard in that goddamn commercial. Yeah, like she was trying too hard to be sexy. Like it just came off as awkward and weird.
Is she not? Is her persona not sexy? I don't know.
Not necessarily.
Like, that's not her thing?
I mean, she is, because I guess I would say she is.
I mean, like, because she's attractive, but that don't mean she's trying to be like sexy.
So I think the whole sexy persona specifically came from Euphoria, because I mean she constantly was showing boobs and she was constantly one of the ones having sex on the show. So like that's where the whole sex symbol shit started, and then I guess she just took it and ran with it. But if you already have the title of sex symbol, you don't have to talk like this and try to be extra sex. Like it's just cringe, bro.
Yeah, it gets awkward. Excuse me. I'm sorry, bro. My allergies fucking with me. And
you straight?
I sound crazy,
bro.
I sound crazy.
You good? My allergies have been fucking with me too this whole week. You good? Anyway, let's continue.
You actually don't know anything about cultural appropriation, Piers. You're just hijacking words like woke, misusing them with your political bias, and trying to spin it into something that's not.
Yep.
Can you answer the question?
Appropriation? You're wrong. Period.
Are you offended by Beyonce culturally appropriating Marilyn Monroe?
That's
yes or no?
Not culturally appropriating Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe did not invent blonde.
Thank you. Thank you.
Interesting.
Did she invent blonde?
Wait, Monroe for a reason.
Can I jump in here? Is this a traditional black hair
No, hang on, Mike. I want to bring in Andrew Wilson.
Bitch, black women have been wearing their hair blonde for I don't know how long. Okay.
He said, is it traditional? Yes. It doesn't grow out of most black people's head, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, nor does it even fucking matter.
Exactly.
Like, it's not, it's simply, like you said, it's the conversation behind the ad. It's not the simple look. The girl can't control what color her hair is. The problem is what was said along with the hair color, and she happens to have blue eyes. I don't even agree with the narrative, but regardless,
neither do I.
To pretend like there's not a difference in what's happening here is just willful ignorance.
Right. Real quick, Osmosis in the chat said, I have actually seen more Beyonce movies than Sydney Sweeney movies, and Beyonce can't act worth a damn.
Damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, I'm glad Beyonce put that shit in her.
Yeah,
I'm glad she left that in her past, because I can't stand her as an actress.
No, she is terrible. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What was that movie with her and Idris Elba? Obsessed. Oh gosh, yo, that movie is.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one that sealed the deal for me. I'm like, all right, Beyonce,
you can't
this
act.
Ain't your shit.
Yeah, but it's for that fact though. It's such a fun movie to watch. Oh my
yes,
God.
It is, because I laugh at her the whole movie. It's like, bro, you turned this into a comedy, bro.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Kick that man out of his own house. Anyway.
Andrew Wilson, what is amazing to me? But hang on, let me bring in Andrew. What's amazing to me, Sydney Sweeney, a hot white blonde in jeans, saying good jeans, disgraceful, world end, she's a Nazi, white supremacist.
You said
Beyonce culturally appropriating Marilyn Monroe, absolutely fine, in fact empowering. Andrew Wilson.
Hold up. That's not even. No one is saying that, but him. He literally brought this narrative to the forefront. No one else was saying this.
So full of shit, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo, this man is detestable. I really don't fucking like Piers.
It's so egregious. It's not even like you can fake like this is possibly a real thought in somebody's head. Like, come on.
Absolutely not.
This entire scandal is completely pushed by the left. What you guys should have done is just shut up. Should have just shut up. You shouldn't have said anything about it. This whole play on jeans, it was just a clever piece of wordplay. That's it. Worked out real well. And what you did by all your Twitter accounts going crazy with this is you sold all of these jeans out for this company, right? Made this chick tons of money, gave the right huge amounts of ammunition to use on you, where we just point and laugh because it's the dumbest controversy I've ever seen, and it's all pushed by woke lunatics, all of it.
God.
It was going to be done regardless.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
But I find it interesting.
Have you noticed he didn't let my man like over here talk at all? Like, and also real quick,
why are they matching?
That's
exactly what you was gonna say. I know. You was like, real quick, why are they matching?
I was about to say that. I really was about to say that.
I saw your mouse, bro. I was like, this nigga. I'm like, these niggas matching.
I was about to say, why they matching? They both got they shirts open. Like, why are they matching?
Maroon is not even a common color, so why the hell y'all both got it on?
It's not common. I never picked out a shirt and be like, oh nigga, I ain't wearing maroon in a while. I never wear maroon. Like that's
I had a maroon shirt. I got rid of it because it got stained. But I had a maroon shirt. But I had one my whole life.
Exactly. See? But also, real quick, something about this panel. Shout out to Gareth Nero for subscribing. Appreciate you, bro. Why is it that every time I watch a Piers panel, why does it always seem so fucking like imbalanced? There's always
because Piers isn't really partial. That's why he's never partial.
So that's why no. At this point, he just needs to have somebody that is a conservative and two left-leaning people. That's it. Because then
he don't do that.
Yeah, no, fuck. Oh my gosh, because he's
listen. He did a panel. He did a panel with all Democrats. He just did a panel with 4 Democrats. He cut all of them off while they was talking. That's what I'm saying. Like it was him. It was damn near him versus 4. He did not let any of them finish their point ever.
Damn. Golly, like something's got to give, Piers.
Yeah, it's like this is insane, bro.
Something's got to give.
Ernest is saying that we should focus on the issues. Suddenly, when this happens, now we have to focus on the issues. The only reason why there's any sort of media storm around this is because when people, I don't want to say conservatives, when other people wanted to focus on the issues, you had people fixating on nonsense, and you had people fixating on the fact they'd been misgendered, or for some reason their blue hair hadn't been.
Time out.
Say it.
I will argue they are the ones that's worrying about that shit. What do you
exactly? That's why I was like, you say it like
what?
That's why I'm like, because it's so they'll take one viral video of somebody acting a fool because they got misgendered and be like, look, this is what the left represents. It's like, bro, how would y'all feel? How would you feel if I took like the worst of the first of all, the people that tried to off Trump. If I be like, look, this is the representation of the right. To be fair, now everybody that's done this has been on the right, which is a fact. But I'm not gonna say this is y'all representation. Y'all take the worst actors and be like, look, this is what they stand for.
Right.
I don't think the right stands for Nick Fuentes. Like, I don't think that's everybody.
That is
so
such a great point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do y'all keep taking the worst actors? Like, people that act a fool over being misgendered, if it's like an honest mistake, that's a difference from disrespect. But when it's an honest mistake, stop pretending like this is just what most people do. Most people that get misgendered, they don't really trip. They just correct you and keep it pushing, bro.
And fucking Piers is the worst at doing this. I noticed this. Like, the conversation, it couldn't even, sometimes it doesn't even pertain to the conversation, but he'll bring up, well, people didn't vote for Kamala because you're letting men go in the same bathrooms as women and blah, and the conversation didn't even call for it. Like, he'll constantly bring it up. And how many times has he talked about fucking trans athletes? Like, how many times? He does it consistently.
I wanted to make a video when he had Kat Abu Ghazaleh, that blonde girl. When you was watching one time, he was like, oh, I like her.
Yeah, she's cool.
When he had her on there, he did that. And the second time he brought her on there ever, he did it again.
See?
He did it to her again. It literally was nowhere in the conversation he brought it up. She rolled her eyes. He's like, oh, you can roll your eyes. And I'm like, I know she blew because this only her second time on there. And you did the same shit. Like,
God, bro, like it flabbergasted me. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I just like we weren't even talking about that, bro. Like, how did you bring this into this fucking conversation? Anyway.
Respected or whatever nonsense that they could get outraged by the day. I agree there are bigger issues like the economy, like energy and all of that, but you guys started this, unfortunately, so you don't get to complain about it. I'm sorry, Sydney Sweeney is an attractive white woman. When you have someone like Lizzo, who I'm not surprised is offended by
They're so fucking stupid, they can't even comprehend the conversation like at hand. They are so fucking dumb. They really just think this is all about Sydney Sweeney being a blonde white woman. Oh my God.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know if that, like, at this point, I don't even know if this is intentional or not, because it's just like the avoidance of what the real conversation was is just gone. I'm lost. I don't know if y'all doing this on purpose or not, because are y'all this ignorant? Because that's not the conversation. That she exists. Like, that's not what the problem is.
Yeah, I really.
And this is coming from somebody that don't even agree with the narrative. Let's not pretend like you don't know what they're saying.
Right, exactly. But no, to your point, I think they're serious about this, bro. Like, because at first I was like, are they playing stupid? Nah, not at all. This is real.
Skinny woman just enjoying herself. Saying that this is some sort of racist wordplay or whatever, that's when it becomes an issue. So you don't get to play this game of, oh, we should focus on the issue.
Yep.
That's what people were trying to do for years, and you never let it happen. So this is Schadenfreude, and you're going to have to lie down and accept it. And then, finally, when the adults are back in the room, then we can focus on the issues.
Mike Nellis, I'm thinking of starting a company, an advertising company, where all it does is think of ways of winding up the woke world so that they respond in a po-faced, humorless manner to all the advertising I roll out for companies. Immediately...
Real quick, this is frustrating because it's like they're having a separate conversation right now. Like, they're having a conversation that they are not a part of, and they're just fucking confused.
Yeah, you see it on both. Well, the black guy, I don't know what face he's making right now, but Mike is like, what the fuck is happening?
Right.
Creating a culture war, which they deny starting, and then immediately leading to massive new sales, as we've seen with American Eagle, for the products that the woke world is condemning. Because you know what? I've got a book coming out in a couple of months called Woke is Dead.
God.
It is dead. And the Sydney Sweeney story is a great example of why it's dead. And it's not dead because people are fed up with promoting awareness of social and racial injustice, the original definition of woke.
Appreciate you, Dal.
It's dead because woke got hijacked and wokeism became the new fascism. And people are sick of it.
Here.
And the Sydney Sweeney thing is a brilliant triumph.
Saying woke, first of all, wokeism isn't a thing, and saying that it's on par with fucking fascism. Are you serious? Who's saying this? Who is saying this?
Insane.
What the fuck?
For common sense by American Eagle, who rather than panic when the woke left went nuts, just
pause it real quick.
And put out.
Real quick. The end result of extreme wokeism is just people
being represented.
I
said being represented.
Yeah, like just respecting people for who they are. Like that's exactly what I was gonna say. I'm like, do you realize the end result of like the most woke is just like just respect people for who they are?
Literally.
For your version of woke, I should say. That's the end result. To call it fascism is insane.
Or women being the protagonists in video games, or a character being black, a black mermaid when she's really a white mermaid, even though mermaids don't fucking exist.
Or a non-binary black person with blue hair in a video game.
Who the fuck cares? Like, if that's, you know what? Like, that is so funny, because the worst that could happen, like in terms of wokeism, is nothing far to compare as something as bad as how something could be if we are on the opposite side of the political spectrum.
Because I think even if you ask the most woke person that even me and you can't stand or even want to be associated with, I bet you they wouldn't even say like, oh, if you misgender somebody, you should go to jail. I don't know for a fact, but I bet you they won't say that.
I do not think they would say that. And I agree. They would not fucking say that. But
so it's just like,
yeah, it's not the same. It's really not the same. But what the fuck do we know? We're low IQ, apparently.
Another statement doubling down and celebrating what Sydney Sweeney had done, which was look hot in a pair of jeans, exactly as Levi's are doing with Beyonce. And by the way, I don't really think she's culturally appropriating Marilyn. I don't really think she's racist or a Nazi. I think she looks hot in a pair of jeans. That's it. I don't care if she's black or white. She, like Sydney Sweeney, is a hot woman in a hot pair of jeans, and they both.
I'm surprised he was able to even say that though. I'm impressed that he called.
Yeah,
Beyonce
usually
hot.
he'll just leave it out in the ether, like, and people make what they want. Yeah.
Okay.
Great jeans. How about those onions?
Oh,
there's a lot going on with the.
No, you gotta skip it.
If you have an
he getting too
IR
much money out here, he'll be all right.
To talk now? Is it my turn?
Go group.
Yes, you do, Mike.
Okay, great. All right, great. I think this conversation is really fucking stupid.
Thank you.
And I have no other way to describe it. Like, there are like 5 dumbass liberals on the internet who decided that this ad was offensive. And then the entire conservative ecosystem decided to make it the biggest story of the day because they didn't want to talk about the economy. They didn't want to talk about Trump being in the Epstein files. They didn't want to talk about anything else that's going on. They made their entire personalities about this. Woke, Pierce, you've got a book coming out that woke is dead. You can't let woke die because you'll have no business model.
God damn it! Oh my God! That's what the fuck I'm saying. Thank you. I don't know who the fuck he is, but thank you.
He ready.
Oh my gosh! Exactly. You don't fucking want it to die. Yes. Oh my gosh.
To say you'll have no guests to book. Nobody who's interested in what you have to say. There are people online who are deeply unserious and deeply unfunny and aren't interested in having any fun. I think this is the same as people bitching about Cynthia Erivo playing Jesus Christ Superstar. Get a life. Go touch some grass. Like, Sydney Sweeney's hot. It's an ad about jeans. Beyonce's hot. It's an ad about jeans.
Yeah, but Mike, let me jump in.
It's just
You see him touch his nose? I'm telling you, bro. Piers, I saw him touch the nose. He better say some stupid shit. How can you disagree with what he just said? It's because you just want to sound stupid. You just want to just egg people on and make people think a problem exists that does not really exist. He's finna fight with him, and he don't have to fight with him because he's on the left. He has to fight with him.
But why? He literally agrees with everything that he just said. There is no way that he could. There's no way that he could still pick apart what he just said, even though he agrees with him. No way in the world. I refuse to believe it.
He about to though. He's about to push back, even though they agree 1,000%.
Chad,
He wants to put on the perception that it's most of the people on the left. That's all he probably finna fight with him on. Probably.
Chad, I will fucking crash out if that's genuinely what he does, because there's no way he can. No, come on, Piers. All right.
Let me jump in. Here's the point. There is a double standard, Mike. There is a double standard about the Cynthia Erivo thing, right? There's a double standard because if I suddenly announced I want to play Nelson Mandela in a biopic of Nelson Mandela's life, you and Ernest would lead the outrage about how disgusting it was that I would do that.
I stopped putting words in our mouths.
Thank you. Why does he keep doing that? Why does he keep doing that? Because you know what? If somebody told me that Nelson Mandela was going to be played by a white man or a white woman or whatever, I would be like, that's stupid, and move the fuck on.
Fuck on. I wouldn't even make a video of it. I probably, like, I don't have, I'm trying to think. Let me be honest. If Piers Morgan was to play Nelson Mandela, I think, you know what? If I made a video, it would be to laugh. No, like, yes, you said it's funny. I would probably make a video to laugh because to me, it wouldn't feel serious.
Right.
It wouldn't even strike me as like, we want to depict Nelson Mandela's life. To me, it would be a comedy, and I would just be like, if I wouldn't make a video probably, but if I did for whatever reason, it would be to laugh.
I agree. No, that shit sounds like a damn spoof. Like, when you said it, I couldn't help but to laugh.
Yeah, you laughed when I said it. It's just like, huh. And like they said, you don't know what we would say. You just assume
right, and that's like, so I'm sorry, the three of them look fucking stupid because they want to engage in this conversation so bad, and these two are just like, we didn't say anything. Like, like, you're putting words in our mouth.
You get 2 shits if you were gonna do something like that.
Exactly.
It's like, you wouldn't care if I played Nelson Mandela.
Look, you wouldn't care. No,
who cares?
It's like, it's the number.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna jump in.
You don't care. And I think that's the reality.
Can you work out which wokie's going to go first, please?
Oh my
what are you
God.
saying? Like,
he would never say that to people on the right.
You're like talking about how you have this binary of like everything is either all the way one way or not. No one cares. Like it's not that deal. Like I think the problem is that you look at the internet.
If only that was true, Ernest. Ernest, if only that was true. If only we hadn't spent the last 5 years with people like you absolutely caring. Which is why
how is that the case when he literally just told you I don't care? They both said we don't give a shit, but you're still saying you care about this. You know how fucking frustrating
people like you,
right? You know how fucking no, because if those people are like me, then that means they do not care. Stupid. Do you know how frustrating it would be to be a part of this panel? Yo, I would crash out on Piers and call him a fucking
That's why, like, when Destiny or Medi, I know them two, even Andrew, when they get on there, they try to get their zingers off. That's why Mike just did that. Why he just went in on Piers when he got to speak.
Right.
You got to get your one-liners off, your clippable moments, because otherwise you're just gonna fade into the background and end up them trying to make you look stupid if you don't get your shit off. Because that's what this show is about at the end. At this point.
Okay, so at this point, this is no better than fucking Love and Hip Hop. That's how I see it.
Honestly, and that's the thing. That's why that's why I hate watch it, because I will admit it's very entertaining, but I can't watch it to get like substantive information.
Yeah.
Like I watch it for pure entertainment at this point.
And it should not be for pure entertainment, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, because I think he wants it to be taken serious. I think he wants that, but it's just hard the way he conducts himself.
Wow.
In his show.
The world went woke nuts.
Again, I can say people like you about a lot of things. You overreact about the dumbest stuff.
He wanted to say shit so bad.
Say shit, right?
It's funny we both said the same time, but he wanted to say shit so bad.
Well, I'm not saying Ernest.
Got mad, and now you want to act like you're defending common sense because you're overreacting to a bunch of liberals on the internet that said something. I don't
It's
care.
only overreaction when you're on the losing end of the issue. Isn't it?
Hang on.
But I'm telling you, what do you mean winning, losing? What do you? I'm confused. What win, lose, what? And I am telling you, I don't care.
It's no loss. Like, what do you talk, Andrew? Just wait until they talk about bashing women. Like, shut the fuck up.
Right,
like,
and then you come in.
Because this is not.
I'm not saying that you're part of a woke cult, you and Mike. You have turned out today in exactly the same purple shirts, and I'm not saying you're a woke cult, but
purple.
I think this is.
I mean, look,
like maroon.
He said red.
It's like a uniform.
Yeah. Suddenly, you guys don't care when you're on the losing end of an issue, right? If you're on the winning end of the issue, you would care. And the truth is, we've seen this how many times where you guys freak out over nothing. The left freaks out over absolutely nothing, like this. And all that happens is once you start losing the issue, then it's everyone's overreacting, and it's actually the conservatives' fault.
No, see, that's bullshit.
Conservatives
we want to talk about the issues.
We didn't push this, bro. We didn't push this.
Let's talk about the issues, even though on the issues the Democrats are at an all-time low in opinion polls. But let's talk about the issues, because that's where the left is really.
So is Donald Trump. Donald Trump's approval ratings free falling right now. So like you guys have a level.
Yeah, but he's president. That's the difference. That's the difference.
Yeah, but you know what?
God.
Oh. We ain't got to go there.
No, you're right. We ain't got to go there. You're right. We don't have to go there. But I'm so fucking frustrated for these two. Because, like, I would be so confused. They want to push this conversation so good.
So bad.
Oh, and then when we're like, we don't care, you get frustrated. I mean,
they don't care.
The same thing is happening about that fucking white community in the Ozarks. Like, people want us to care so bad. Bro, be racist, secluded, sure. Yes. Go.
To be fair, though, that is, they're trying to figure out if what they're doing is illegal. But it's not like the left is having this big conversation about, like, no, we need to shut them down and make sure they don't exist. No, the courts handle that, because if it's unconstitutional, it's unconstitutional. If it's not, until y'all start lynching folk or something, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I don't have time to care about that shit.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the line. If I start hearing that you lynch, that's the line. But other than that, I don't give a fuck.
You know what, Mike?
You did not live on that.
You know what, Mike? Donald Trump is. Don't all talk at once. Donald Trump is back. Hang on, out of the White House. Americans went. So let me get this. Hang on, Ernest. Donald Trump is back in the White House because Americans went. Actually, we don't think it's right that biological men compete in women's
He did it again. He did it again. He literally did it again. Oh my gosh. What the fuck?
Oh my
God. He cannot go through one debate without fucking mentioning that. He did it again. I just talked about it. I didn't think he was going to do it here.
My God.
Wow.
I didn't either.
What the fuck?
And we've had enough of this. So, yes, it was
Piers,
the
I don't think
economy.
that's right.
Yes,
I
it was
push back on
immigration.
that.
But also, it was an antidote to wokeism. Let me bring in Esther or something else.
I want to push back on this, Piers.
We might agree.
Real quick, the argument that Donald Trump is back in the White House because people got sick of seeing black people in movies and in entertainment and seeing wokeness in society. The fact that that was the main issue for people voting for Donald Trump, then we need to fucking nuke the United States.
I was just gonna say, if I granted you that, that is a problem. You can't act like that's okay.
No, that is not okay. Because we have way more important issues to fucking talk about, and they are not being talked about because you are literally focused on the bullshit.
Because first of all, we know that's not true. We know that's not the case. But if it is, if I granted you that, Piers, what would you say about the climate of politics and voting at this point? If that's true,
right?
You're okay with people voting on that type of shit? Come on now.
Oh my God.
Well, no, we haven't got time. We're moving on to Jim Acosta.
Oh, come on, no, Piers. Like you talked for like 3 minutes on this. You gave me like 10 seconds for my response.
He ain't gonna let him push back.
My show. I can do what I like.
That's so crazy. That is so, like, you cannot say I am a liberal, but you should, like, this is, he's showing his, he's biased.
Yep.
He's
you
biased.
Don't even let liberals talk.
And he literally moved on to that is crazy, bro. There is no way. There is absolutely no way.
You won't even let a liberal talk is insane. That's insane.
Wow. I'm dumbfounded. Okay, so now I get it. I get it, Logix. I get it why he's on your docket a lot because, like, what the fuck? It's so frustrating to watch.
Yeah. You see how your emotions flare with watching him. It's just like, oh God. Like, I admit, it's good entertainment, but at the end of the day, Piers is a bullshitter. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's good entertainment. It is good entertainment. You're gonna talk, you're gonna feel something. That's all he care about. He don't really care about good political discourse.
That is fucking insane. I don't think I would be able to consistently watch that man's show. Oh my gosh.
I pick and choose.
Yeah, I guess it would really depend on it would really depend on like who he has on as a guest.